afternoon, Scorpio. Welcome to Sing Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we are doing that timeless week ahead reading update for you. So what that means is that time of viewing this video, whether you are Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, well, something should resonate for you. So I'd like you to do, Scorpio, is only focus on those things that do. Anything else, leave it for another. Well, as you can see, I am shuffling up the Zodiac 108 deck here. And this deck I actually use for clarifying the general reading. It adds definitions, persons, places, dates, seasons, times, events, even answers to yes or no questions. But these cards have been wanting to fly out for you. So let's get started with this reading, Scorpio. Let's see what we got to start with. Capricorn energy coming out with the forked road energy. So Scorpio, this is about direction changes, options, free will choice, as well as opportunities or alternatives. Multiple choice, the moment of truth, as well as crises, possibilities, turning points, or changes in circumstances as well. You also have some Libra energy coming out here, Scorpio, and this is with that cabin card. Now, the cabin card is all about loneliness, feeling confined, detached, even remote or secluded, going within, insulating yourself perhaps, or disengaging, closing off, as well as being kept apart, quarantine perhaps, island, segregate, separated, or divide, as well as feeling disconnected or sequestered. And finally, Scorpio, looks like we got more Capricorn energy coming out here with the library card. Now, the library card is all about gaining knowledge, learning, history, information, researching things, books, as well as pastimes, archives, legacies, or hidden documents, searching for secrets and looking beneath the surface, so to speak, as well as authors, readings, or writings, okay? Now, like I said, those are just added little extra clarity for the general reading, basic reading. We're going to use the Graham Smith Waite, that original 1909 Circular Edition deck. And I am going to, I usually use 6 cards to do my week aheads. And the reason I do that is because with general reading, well, it could be 2 days before or 2 days after. Take it as it resonates for each one of you individually. But I also like to do just simply 2 cards for the beginning of the week, 2 cards for the middle of the week, 2 cards for the end of the week, and then give you a basic simplified reading off of just these 6. We'll come back and clarify, tease out more detail using that Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. 3 cards for each of these 6, so stay tuned. But starting out this week ahead, look, you got that Hierophant coming out. Now, this is all about traditional roles and hierarchy and procedures being in place. Very traditional morals, integrity, situation or hierarchies. It could be within the family, institutional, organizational, corporate, that kind of thing, as well as it definitely could also be an elder, someone you're seeking advice from, that you respect their wisdom, and you're speaking up to them to them seeking advice and trying to find a direction to go in. Being we did have that fork in the road in indicated here with the Zodiac 108. But we'll find out more as we clarify. Let's see what's also in here, because there is a feeling of feeling vulnerable here. You're maybe that this is lacking the strength. That this is feeling more vulnerable. This is not having restraint at all. Maybe getting some self-indulgence. You're not able to tame that beast within, and that beast comes out. Kind of a feeling here, Scorpio. Take it as it resonates. I'm not sure. I mean, all of us can. We all have beasts or shadow elements within us, but we, take control of them and can maintain those elements to creating that harmony and balance of light and dark. But sometimes, you get into this vulnerable state, you don't have that strength, that courage to continue on, and you just, you end up allowing that beast out. It gets assertive, aggressive, instead of being passive and a little too aggressive moving forward here. But that's what's happening here, and it has something to do with like I said, tradition coming into play here at the beginning of the week. Now, in the middle of the week, Scorpio, we do have you moving on forward, that you're you've had a seed planted, but you're moving away from it. You no longer feeling that need to be committed or dedicated to something. It's just you're losing patience with it and moving on, moving away from something that you had, high hopes for or in regard to it. I'm not sure what it is. We'll gain more clarity. But you also have this King of Pentacles energy, more cautious energy coming out. This is the apprentice to the divine masculine, the Emperor energy. This King of Pentacles has a lot of earth qualities like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out. Could be in your chart, could be in another's, but this is just the characteristics could be at play here. But this is all about not, really using caution in your decision making. The King of Pentacles is the final king in the lower arcana, so he's gained all that wisdom going through those lower cycles, and so he's a lot more cautious with his energy, a little more mature. He's not going to invest his time, his energy, his money, or his heart into something that is not a solid, good investment. And it's paid off for him. Look how abundant he is here. But he definitely is a lot more cautious energy, stable energy as well, and dependable. Now, at the end of the week, we do have a United Coming Together Happy Home Celebration event happening here at the end of the week. You may be even seeing 1111 synchronistically repeating over and over again. And when you do, take note, Scorpio, because whatever you're thinking, saying, or doing at that moment, it is angels saying, yes, that's it. You're on the right path. You're on track. So take note of that, because even at the end of the week, well, here's another confirmation you're right on track, is that devil energy. So say thank you for showing up. Thank you for confirming I'm on my correct soul journey's path going forward. But he's here to tell you, no, 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 you can't move forward. He's bringing this negative inner critic into it, saying, no, you're bonded, you're trapped, you're connected. And don't believe that. That is not true. You can always remove your own bondages. You put yourself there, you tied yourself to that post, and not the other way around. Don't let him deceive you. You've got free will choice on all things, and you are on the right choice. He's trying to distract you, detract you from your soul path, that you are on the right path. Now, as I said, I'm going to clarify each one of these 6 cards and tease out a little more detail for you. But looking quickly back at the Zodiac 108, yeah, we got a lot of possibilities. There is a moment of truth, and like I said, there is free will choice here, and that devil energy has definitely come here to distract you. But opportunities are on hand here, even though you may be feeling a little secluded and disengaged from things here in the week. Perhaps, being kept apart, quarantining yourself a little bit, keeping yourself separated and disconnected. You are gaining knowledge of something. There is your pastime. You're going into you're gaining knowledge of secrets and looking beneath the surface to realize that this information and knowledge you're learning is going to move you forward on your soul's journey path. So let's go ahead and pull 3 cards for this Hierophant. Is this an elder you're seeking wisdom from, or is this traditional information? Well, look at this. There's that King of Pentacles energy, that masculine energy once again coming through, that cautious energy. So this is all about being cautious, following tradition and taking your time and being patient and really looking at all the details, doing your due diligence and measuring things and calculating things, making sure it's a safe investment of your time, your energy, money, and heart. As I said, the Wheel of Fortune does seem to be flipping over in your favor here. So that Wheel of Fortune is that back end of that hero's journey life cycle. And this is where it's time for some karmic rewards. And there is that passionate one there. This coming forward, there is passion coming through this new cycle, something that's going to inspire and motivate you and excite you here as well, Scorpio. So it is tied in. Perhaps that's what you're seeking some advice from this elder. But like these individuals are, or others are seeking advice to you. Take it as it resonates at the same time there. We do have the like I said, that Strength card in reverse, though. So I'm thinking you may be seeking some advice here on what to do or how to handle a situation, Scorpio. But that Strength in reverse is telling me what you're, yeah, look at this, Strength in reverse. you're feeling vulnerable. You do have this united home coming together, happy home. Seeing 1111 synchronistic repeat, and we see that later in the week. That's all part of it. Got this King of Wands energy. Now, this is that masculine King of Wands energy coming out. Masculine energies are all about giving, and so there's this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps. A giving, creative giving energy, a decision maker, has a lot of charisma, attractive, passionate, and inspiring, motivating energy come into play here. And it seems to be everything that you want, the success, the abundance, the happiness, a happy life, abundant home, work, and life is what this card is all about. Now, that's not about quantity, like how much, it's quality, recognizing, being gracious for it. But you seem to be in a weakened state here and not really focused in on this energy here, feeling vulnerable, maybe perhaps regarding it, maybe feeling vulnerable because you're not seeing being united in the home front and not seeing the abundance that's there. You really, maybe having some impulsive notions and stuff, passionate notions that are distracting you and leaving you vulnerable here at the beginning of the week. Take it as it resonates for you, Scorpio. Each one of you different. And like I said, remember, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. These are masculine and feminine energies. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is in a forward progress, and normally I always have a timeline about 7 to 9 months. You're dedicated, you're committed, working with the seed that's planted, and you're waiting to the fruit to ripen and harvest. But something didn't ripen here because you're moving on already, or you've already taken it. Let's see what's happened here. Yeah, you are moving on. You're definitely you're in search for that final Two of Cups to complete your happy blended home here. That contract, that vow, that commitment and dedication with another. You're looking for that Two of Cups, and it did not evolve from the seed you planted. Now, we do have a Justice card here, Libra energy coming out. This is about a fair and balanced outcome for the goodwill of all involved. So this could be something regarding some kind of contract that fell through and didn't work out, and you're moving forward. Two of Cups is also about contracts as well as maybe a legal contract at hand, but it's left you being stuck. Yeah, I mean, you had been kind of in the stagnant, not do anything. You bounded yourself up here, even blindfolded yourself, not wanting to face this line that's been placed in the sand. Now, it could have been placed by another, could have been placed by you. You just didn't want to get hurt. You didn't want to hurt anyone else. But this Eight of Swords energy, if you take that blindfold off, you will see there is opening on either end, and that is a decision needing to be made. And you need to make a decision here regarding something of which end do you want to walk through. If you don't, well, the universe will make it. There's no such thing as standing still and not moving forward for too long, because no decision is a decision, and that means you don't want either one. So that's where that leaves you moving forward and getting past that stagnation. But here you are, that cautious energy, King of Pentacles energy coming out. You or another, take it as it resonates, Scorpio, like I said. But that's that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming out. And yeah, it is all about an ending, a completion of that major arcana, the hero's journey cycle. There is an ending coming here in time. And that usually when you see the world card, this is a time for this apprentice to the emperor to rise up and become that emperor, that boss energy, taking control, mastering a situation or a skill set, and moving forward with that boss energy. Now, that's what this usually brings forward, that leveling up. But there is even this Ten of Swords is transformation, major transformation occurring here about being true to yourself. You can see the joy, success, and on the horizon as that's on that new day, rising up, that daylight coming through and bringing clarity. You are suffering. Maybe it's a betrayal at hand, or feeling like there is a betrayal that has occurred here, but that is transforming you. That is creating this you to rise up and a new beginning, a new fresh start, but being true to your authentic self. You just have been so worried about a decision or making the wrong decision. You're worried about, is it illusion, delusion, fantasy, or is this really real? And believe me, your soul journey's path, you may veer off and forks of the road may take you off your main soul journey's path when you're on track, but the divine and you have that, it will bring you back. There's just lessons that you, different lessons you learn on these offshoots, but they always lead back to your main path. You can find your way back. Don't ever think that, but you are on the right path, right track. You're not going to make the wrong decision. It will be the right decision for you at this time. Always remember that free will choice there. Now, United coming together at the end of the week here is clarified here. Yeah, look at this. Spiritual awakening, that hermit Virgo energy coming out here. This is tapping into your inner knowing, your inner self, really having that spiritual enlightenment, illuminating your path forward so you can see uh, where to place each step as you move forward. Even as you come up to this fork in the road, you're going to be able to see a few steps beyond that, and just have faith that you're on the correct journey. You are leveling up. You got this new journey. Have faith that you are starting it. You're on the right track, as I said. And it may be work related. You are very heavily focused on some skill, talent, experience. You could be starting a new business, taking on new contracts, new job, a new promotion, something in the physical world you're really applying your skills and expertise to. Could even be a new hobby, but it's going to bring about uniting on the home front, a celebration here at home. And like I said, the devil, once again, say thank you, because he is just confirming you are on the right path here. And look at this. There's some nostalgic energy, and there's another 10 of Wands. Like I said, you got all these completions, endings happening, and they need to happen in order to have those new beginnings. And there is a new communications key. You got this new understanding, gaining new knowledge, and a new communication cycle beginning here, as well as you release all these burdens that have been backbreaking, taking on all these responsibilities, tasks. That's completing, coming to an ending, and yeah, you're reflecting upon maybe these are past burdens and stuff already. This is nostalgia, past memories from even early childhood, or maybe past lives of burdens and karma that you've been carrying around, and it's time for that new beginning, that new fresh start, new way of communicating. But don't let him communicate for you. Yeah, he's the father of deception. So be clear, find your clarity here, and communicate for yourself going into the end of the week. All right, let's move on to the Owenides, see if we can get a little more clarity here. This is that Welsh Celtic Mystical Oracle deck. And I like pulling out one card here because it helps kickstart you into that contemplative mode. And I dare say that'll help you with that spiritual enlightenment that you're seeking. And there it is, transparency. Scorpio, I allow my light to shine from within. I share my light and love with those all around. So once again, Scorpio, I allow my light to shine from within. I share my light and love with all of those around. This transparency of the jellyfish teaches you about that inner source of light within you. And you have an enormous amount of power within you to draw upon, Scorpio. So be open and honest with yourself and allow others to simply see it. All right, let's move on with the Sacred Soul messages. We're going to grab you 2 cards for the week ahead and help add a little more clarity as well. You have these pains you feel are messengers, so listen to them. Scorpio, yes, getting signs, learning messages from the Spirit and how to understand them, as well as you. I know you are tired, but come, this is the way. Indeed, Scorpio, there is renewal on the horizon. Keep going, your path is revealed. And then finally, our Moonology deck, Scorpio. We're going to grab you 3 cards from this deck and then wrap up this week ahead reading for you. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, first one coming out, we have that new moon in Sagittarius energy here, Scorpio. This is luck is on your side. As well as we got that full moon in Virgo energy showing up. You are good enough. And finally, new moon eclipse. Look at this. Expect powerful change. Indeed, Scorpio, I do hope something resonated here for today, and we'll catch you next week.